There is a light shining on the west side of San Antonio.
All of the experiences that I've had growing up on San Antonio's west side, being a product of the barrio, learning to be humble, be patient, be a good listener, get the facts, be even-handed, fair, and back to doing the right thing. All of those things, I call upon that every day.
Judge Larry Noll has been associated with Holy Cross of San Antonio since 1959, first as a student and then as an active alumnus and member of the school's board. After graduating from Holy Cross in 1963, Judge Noll attended St. Mary's University, served 3 years in the military, and then returned to St. Mary's to obtain his law degree. His 34 years of practicing law led him to his current position as judge of the 408th District Court in Bexar County, a seat which he has held for the last 5 years.
I probably wouldn't be standing here today if I hadn't gone to Holy Cross. When I went, I really didn't know what my career plans would be or where, even if I'd be going to college. But Holy Cross challenged me to think farther and beyond, and challenged me to make your grasp or reach exceed your grasp. And they got me going thinking college, and then from there, law school came into the picture. Giving back was always, that was in vogue, and I think it was instilled in most of us to do that. And the brothers certainly capitalized on that message. We did things like canned food drives. We were always involved in giving back to the community. Even though most of us at Holy Cross didn't have much, we were taught to give what you can. And that has been my motto all these years, is they gave me so much, they gave me an opportunity for a great education and for direction, and so I've felt like I've been paying back that debt all these years. And that's why I've stayed so involved, because they did so much for me. The least I could do was give back some of my time and talent for them, to help them help others who have come behind us. When we went to Holy Cross, tuition was $63 a year. And my dad was out of a job and he couldn't afford the tuition, so he went to Brother Harold and said, "Is there something I can do so my boys can go here?" And so he says, "Well, we wanted to put in a track." And he said, I know how to lay concrete, put up forms, and I know how to use a transit, and so if you'll let my boys come here, and you provide the materials, pay for the concrete, I'll see that the curbing gets put on the track. So we did that for about 3 years, my brothers and I and my dad, and that's how we paid our tuition. So if you go out there now today and see that curbing around that track, that was a Saturday project every Saturday. Then my dad went on, he helped build the second floor in the gym, in the boys' gym. He also had built a spiral staircase, which I think now is outside the building, but it was inside the building. And he built the catwalks in the gym so you could open and close the windows. And so that's how I paid my tuition and my brother's tuition. And that's how we were able to go to Holy Cross. They gave us so much, so the least we can do is give back to them, to help those who follow us, because there's still a need to help give everybody an option, an opportunity to get a great education, Christian values, and just overall footprint for how to conduct your life. They're all under very strict instructions not to make any markings after a concrete pour. Well, I held it until the last pour, which was in 1963. And so I put my name there knowing full well that I was going to have to pay the price. Well, when he found it over the weekend, because it all dried up and he couldn't change it, on Monday morning I had to go into the principal, and back then if you got in trouble you had to write the code. So after school for that whole week I had to write the code, I don't know, 100 times or 50 times, whatever. But I knew that I didn't care at that point. There was so much had gone into that track and so much work that I had to do something to make a statement, and I did, and I paid for it. Constantly challenged you, made you think, challenged your values, imparted values, gave example, and I'd have to say that the congregation of the Brothers of the Holy Cross probably is the most influential group that I have ever run across in my life.
The light in the West Side, Holy Cross of San Antonio, shining for the rest of the world.